Okay, I pointed out a little bit of a trade earlier that was a little risky, was on the pound entering on these wicks, but it was definitely a riskier trade. So it's not something I took because of the euro, and the Swissy hadn't confirmed yet. Now the euro just confirmed, and so did the Swissy. So we'll see how that pulls back. Again, I don't like these down here because I want these to be at a start of a move, which they might be playing on targets. So we'll see how far this comes back, but I wouldn't take this trade until it came down into here on both of these. Like I said, I don't like these down here because I want these down at the bottom of a move here. So if they come down, your entry is going to be down in here. See how far this thing goes. I want this thing to, obviously I'd like to see it go, I don't really have any real clear targets. Now this thing has moved a lot, so definitely a little bit more of a riskier trade. This Swissy is trading into a target. It has to break that target. The target's way back off the screen. I like when these things time out, but like I said, the bottom charts, now we're far enough away from a close on this because I don't want this candle closing down showing it's confirming down. But we'll see how far this thing goes. Hopefully we'll get up some targets, and it'd be nice if it came up to the start of the move up here. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. It has to, this obviously has to be its target. So let's see how far this thing goes here, guys. It needs to break these wicks on the euro yens, and obviously the wicks that we're battling right now. Really hoping it gets up to a nice, nice target. Who knows? I don't have any immediate targets. It's nicer when I have real immediate targets on the charts here, guys, but I don't have any this morning because it's such a big move. That's why it's hard kind of staying in these trades, because the targets are way back here, and you're not sure what target it's going to stop on. See, it could stop here. I'm hoping not, obviously. And the Swissy has a target it's beating its head up against also. It needs to clear these wicks here, guys. Those wicks, what the wicks are telling you, that obviously it stopped there once before, so it has to break through these wicks. Again, see, I like them when all of them are at a bottom or all of them are at a top. And the things I didn't like about this trade here is the yens weren't necessarily at a bottom, so that's the only thing that kind of makes me leery, a little bit leery about this trade. But we'll see if it breaks here. It has to break these wicks. A good entry on the euro, you should be even right now, or a pip down. That's why I always trade the euro. But I cannot, or I don't want these. See how the guppy came up and hit a target? I don't want this candle to close to confirm down for a down trade. Okay, that's why I wanted this to pull back a little bit, at least somewhat at the start of the move. That's the only thing I didn't like about this. I wanted these down at the very bottom. That's the only reason why I feel this trade might not work, but we'll see if it breaks here. Do not want those candles to close below that blue. We've come a long way, so it's hard when you have a big move like this taking an up trade. You kind of have to believe in the candles, but like I said, the timing wasn't the best on this trade. See the bottom on these currencies back here, this is the start of the trade right here. That's why I like everything at the bottom. See now everything's kind of at the bottom right now. We'll see if it holds. Again, if this is its target going up here, then it's going to continue going down. That's why I said I don't like the way things are timing out here. That's why you can't be impatient on entries. You have to wait for it to come back. Whenever you get into a trade in the middle of a move, you take the chance of being stopped out or not being able to manage your trade. It's a lot easier to trade when I have targets besides going back a couple of days. Let's see if this thing holds. I don't know if it's going to hold or not. We need the bottom charts to hold to push the top charts up. Right there is actually your perfect entry if you're going to take the trade because of everything's at the bottom. But again, if the bottom charts have hit their target, going down, on the upper side, if that's its target, then it's going to continue going down. But see how everything's at the bottom? You have the wicks, back of the channel, you have the wicks, back of the channel, back of the channel, back of the channel. It's just about being patient on your entry. And if you get in before that, then obviously you're taking a risk. It's a big move. It's hard trading against the trend. Okay, definitely it's been one of those tough trades to stay in with a good entry, because this might go down from here. I'm hoping it still continues to go up. You can manage your way out of this trade, or you can get out of it. So it's just kind of a warning, because I don't, I'm hoping it blows past these potential entries for down trades. Okay, now what am I going to take a down trade here? No. Could it go down? Yes. See, these are starts and moves. I'm hoping it blows past there. The reason why I'm not considering taking it down is because of, yes, did it confirm down? Yes, but it confirmed down right into a target. So I'm hoping it continues this upward trade here. And with a good entry, you always take, remember when getting in these here, up in here, wasn't good until these came down to here. You always want all your currencies to come down the bottom. Then you decide to get into here. So you can manage your way out of this trade if you don't feel comfortable about it. Keep in mind we are at the top, and it could go down from here. And I'm not saying get into a down trade. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that we're at the tops of every currency. We need that to blow past for this to be a good move, for this to be a good trade. That's why you always take the trades, especially when you have a wick. You take the trades at the back of the channel, starts of moves. And this here, you had to wait for these to come down before this was a good move up. So it's very risky staying in here on an up move, and I don't think a good move trading down personally. So it's been a tough morning so far. So we'll see if this breaks and continues on. But you might consider getting out of the trade or lightening up the trade, because I don't know whether it's going to break. I don't like staying in trades when I don't know what they're going to do. Let me start the recording here. Oh, this thing's finally moving. We still need to break these wicks. very, very tough staying in this trade. It's kind of nice that the guppy didn't, this blue candle here, didn't come down and close down below this move here. So if this were to confirm here on the next close, it tells me it's holding this move, although we're going back and forth. But I'm really going to write about entries on my blog today, because entries are everything. But this is definitely one of these torture trades here. It still has to break these wicks. It hasn't broke the wicks yet. So for this to be a good trade, it has to break these wicks like I was talking about before. But getting in this trade, they all have to be at the bottom, every one of them. If you get in before then, you're taking a risk. Just like you're taking a risk by staying in this trade now, it's a little bit riskier staying in the trade when they're all at the tops. It has to break the top just like before. But like I said, the only good sign about this trade is, you know, on the pound and on the guppy here, they didn't break below this move here. It's holding this move so far. So we just need to break these tops, these wicks, for this to be a good trade. Getting in on these moves. See how this closed down below on the euro yen? It closed down below this move here, but these lines here are telling me that there's another target that they're hitting. And these wicks stopped there once before, which tells me that it could hold this move, because wicks tell me a lot, just like on the euro yen here. I mean on the Swiss yen here, rather. See these prior wicks? It tells me where it might stop in the future. So wicks tell me a lot. But if you didn't stay in this trade, obviously I understand. But I'm hoping it holds and continues up. Or if you manage your trade far as taking a little bit out and seeing if the rest runs. But we are at the top on all currencies, and it has to break that. And so it hasn't been an easy day trading so far. It's been kind of a tougher day. But if this trade doesn't work out, then we'll find another trade here, hopefully. Okay, been kind of a tough day trading. We have a couple different signs here. The pound hasn't closed down below, although it confirmed down, but it hasn't closed down below its target where this line is. Okay, that's the start of the move. When this came down on the wicks, this is confirming up, although it confirmed into a target, and I don't like that. But it's not showing it wants to go down. It's showing it's holding this move here. So it's still saying it's holding. This is at the bottom confirming up. This is at the bottom confirming up. And this isn't telling me a thing on the Swissy. So we're still holding this up move. Nothing says down yet. So it's just tough, really difficult staying in these trades, because we're trading between targets back and forth. And so that's why entries, and I'll blog about the entries on these later on today when I post the video here. But it's been a tough trading day. Got a couple tips out of the euro. If it breaks, obviously you could get more by staying in the trade. It's just whether you have the guts to stay in it or not. But it's really tough staying in trades like this.